Every great journey begins with a dream. For a young man named Adam, standing by his window in a small, quiet town, that dream was to create something that would change the world. It wasn't about fame or fortune, but about making a mark, about leaving something behind that mattered. He didn't have much back then, just a simple notebook, a few scattered ideas, and a heart overflowing with ambition. He would sit at his small wooden desk for hours, sketching out possibilities, mapping out his goals with a fierce determination that lit up his eyes. This was his starting line, his ground zero. The path forward, however, was anything but smooth. Challenges came fast and hard. His first project, a brilliant idea on paper, quickly ran into technical problems he couldn't solve. The code wouldn't compile, the prototype kept failing, and the funds he had saved up started to dwindle. Every failure felt heavy, like a stone pulling him down. There were moments of deep frustration where he'd stare at the ceiling, wondering if he was just chasing a shadow. But even in those dark moments, Adam knew that every setback is a lesson in disguise. Each bug in the code taught him to be more meticulous. Each financial hurdle taught him to be more resourceful. He wasn't just building a project, he was building resilience. He soon realized that no dream is built alone. Trying to carry the weight of his ambition by himself was exhausting. One evening, feeling completely defeated, he shared his struggles with his closest friends. He didn't expect a solution, just a listening ear. But what he got was so much more. They didn't see his failures, they saw his passion. They saw the fire that was still burning, even if it was just a flicker. One friend, an old classmate with a knack for coding, offered to help. Another offered to help him organize his finances. Suddenly, he wasn't alone anymore. With the right people by his side, even the impossible started to feel real again. The project was reborn, this time fueled by shared energy and collective belief. The nights grew long. While the city slept, Adam and his small team worked. Their little workspace was filled with the smell of coffee, the sound of keyboards clicking, and the sight of whiteboards covered in diagrams and equations. They were fueled by a shared vision, a quiet understanding that they were building something special. Success doesn't come to those who wait, it comes to those who create. It's forged in the late hours, in the moments when you choose to push forward instead of giving up. Every line of code, every designed sketch was a step closer to their goal. It was a grueling but exhilarating time, a testament to their dedication. And then it happened, the day they launched their project online. It was a simple website, a modest app, but to them, it was everything. They watched the analytics screen with bated breath. And then the first user signed up, the first sale was made. They saw a picture of their first customer, a stranger from halfway across the world, smiling, using their creation. In that moment, all the sleepless nights, all the failures, all the doubts melted away. Adam's eyes filled with a pride he had never known. That first success, small but powerful, was the proof they needed. It was a sign that dreams grow when you dare to act on them. It was the spark that would soon ignite a fire. From that small spark, a flame began to grow. People started noticing. Bloggers wrote about their project. Small news outlets picked up their story. What started in a tiny room was now reaching thousands. Adam found himself in interviews, his face appearing in local newspapers and online features. The world saw his success, this seemingly overnight sensation. But only Adam and his team knew the true story, the story behind every sleepless night, every line of code rewritten a dozen times, every moment of near surrender. They celebrated their wins, but they never forgot the grind that got them there. The journey was just as important as the destination, but growth brings new challenges. As the project grew, so did the stakes. One day, a major business deal fell through. A market shift made their product less relevant. They faced a huge setback, a financial loss that threatened to undo everything they had built. For Adam, it felt like the floor had dropped out from under him. He found himself sitting alone, just as he had at the beginning, but this time the room felt empty and cold. He started questioning everything. Was it all just luck? Was he a fraud? Had he led his team down a dead end? Even the strongest dreamers doubt themselves sometimes. The climb to the top is filled with peaks and valleys, and this was his deepest valley yet. But true strength isn't about never falling. It's about standing up again every single time. After days of wrestling with his doubts, Adam remembered why he started. He remembered the look on his first customer's face. He remembered the feeling of building something meaningful with his friends. He pulled out a fresh notebook, just like the one he had at the very beginning. He didn't erase the past, he learned from it. He rewrote his plan, identified their mistakes, and rallied his team. The failure hadn't broken them. It had shown them their weaknesses, and now they would rebuild. He learned, he adapted, and he rose again stronger, smarter, and more determined than ever. He was unstoppable, not because he never failed, but because failure never stopped him. Years later, the scene is different. Adam stands on a massive stage, under bright lights, facing a huge audience. The small-town dreamer is now a global leader, an icon of innovation and perseverance. He shares his story, the highs, the lows, the lessons learned. From a small room with a single notebook to a global stage, Adam proved that no dream is too big and no dreamer too small. His journey is a reminder to all of us that the path to success is paved with courage, resilience, and the belief that your ideas can change the world. It all starts with a dream, a notebook, and the will to take that first step. What's your dream? Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this story if it inspired you.